So today can only go one way, and that's with success. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Tyreek with Elite Balkan Fitness, and today I'm going to take my NASM certification exam. Yo, I've been studying for about 6 weeks on this. Purchased back on the 10th of July, something like that. So yeah, man, I'm going in today, going to take the test. Failure is not an option. You know what I mean? Cause we got paper to chase. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, look, I'm gonna come back to y'all when I get home. You know what I'm saying? After I take the test and pass it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back to y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all 3 tips on how you can pass your NASM certification exam. It doesn't matter if you're in high school, you're a freshman. Shoot, you can even be in middle school if you got your life planned out this far. By all means. But hey, like I said, when I get back home, I'm gonna let y'all know, and we gonna get into it. All right, y'all. So I'm back, and yes, your boy passed his test. He said up there somewhere, wherever that, well, they say passed. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into what you need to know to pass your NASM certification, so that way you can be just like me. You know what I'm saying? I had a piece of paper that say pass on that guy. The first tip, I didn't write nothing down. Just gonna go right off the dome. The first tip that you want to make sure you do is focus on 3 chapters. You want to focus on chapter 6, 7, and chapter 14. I looked at some references on YouTube and a few videos. That's where pretty much all of them kind of went back to and correlated. And then also taking the test, since it's fresh on my mind, a lot of information was about what muscles are underactive, what muscles are overactive. A lot about the OPT model. We're gonna get to that in step 2. But a lot of it was about that. So yes, just spend a lot of your time focusing on chapter 6, 7, and 14. That covers fitness assessment. It covers subjective information. It covers a lot of stuff that you really need to see, and it's going to be on the test. I promise you, if you focus on those 3 chapters, you're going to understand pretty much about 50% to 60% of the test overall. So focus on those chapters hard, because that's pretty much the heart of it. Okay, step 2. Step 2 is important. Like I said, the OPT model. This is the bread and butter. This is like your holy grail. This is your everything. This is your key to your success, man. This is key to success right here. This OPT model, you want to know all 5 phases. You have stability endurance. You have much strength endurance. You have Look, my ass don't even know it. You got hypertrophy, maximum strength, and power. Seriously though, that's all your stages. You want to know all those. You want to know the repetition ranges. You want to know the set ranges. You want to know the intensity. You want to know the tempo. You want to make sure you know all that in the OPT model. And you also want to know it for different types of training. So, for example, a question on there could be, what's the repetition range for hypertrophy training, which is phase 3, for a client that's doing resistance? I said repetition, so for resistance training, that'd be 6 to 12 reps. For hypertrophy, like questions like that, they could pull from they could pull on the test, and you gonna probably have at least 10 questions about the OPT model alone. Like, they could pull so many different questions from the OPT model. I'm gonna actually insert a picture of what the OPT model right here. Okay, good. So now that y'all got that, yeah, screenshot that picture, whatever, and memorize the OPT model, because that's really gonna be like the foundation of really understanding and knowing a lot of the material, because they pull a lot of questions from it. Okay, now for the final step is step 3. Step 3 is simply practicing and studying. But you have to find ways that's going to help you really retain information. So for example, me personally, I'm a very visual and hands-on learner. And I bought this book on Amazon like prior to even purchasing the CPT course. And being able to see, certain muscles within the body, it helped me understand the material more. So that way you actually get a general idea of like where the muscles at, what muscles support which ones, like which one might be the synergists, which one might be the prime movers. You'll learn that when you go through your course. I'm putting these words in your mind, so that's what you know ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? And like 2, also learn off movement. So for example, one of the questions that they commonly ask is, what muscles are underactive when a client is performing a overhead squat assessment? What muscles are overactive when the feet turn out? So for me to understand that, I go into a squat and then I look at the overactive muscles. And for example, one overactive muscle might be the gastrocnemius, which is your calf muscle. So let's just say that muscle is overactive. I get into a position, I go squat, and I go into it, and you can actually feel the tightness within that muscle. Any overactive muscles are muscles that are tight, and they need to be stretched. They need to be stretched. Underactive muscles are the ones that's weak and they need to be strengthened. So, you know what I'm saying, just find ways, you know what I'm saying, that help you study. I pretty much just gave y'all an answer to one of the questions on the test, but you might not get that. You might not get that question on your test. You never know. So yeah, just find things that can help you study, that can help you return information. Look for study guides. There's plenty of free study guides all over the internet. I got so many of them. I print out all kinds of pages. Like, there's plenty of study guides that you can use on the internet for free. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, like I said, those are the 3 steps that you need. I made 2 with this hand. Wow. Those are the 3 steps that you need to pass the NASM exam. I recommend you not to pretty much like book your exam like so far out in the way. Like, let's just say you buy it today and then you schedule an appointment like 5 months from now. I wouldn't do that. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, keep yourself accountable. Put it a good measurable date that you can get in so that way you can stay on top of your game. It only took me 6 weeks. I was initially going to do it in December, but I was like, if I do it, I'm procrastinating, you know, this, there, and that. So I make sure I took 6 weeks. I feel like it's a good amount of time to really study and really, you know what I'm saying, go hard in it and understand it. And then 2, also, yeah, this is like bonus information. Let's just say that you're in high school, you know what I'm saying, you can't do the course right now, you're not 18 or whatever. The best thing for you to do right now for that test, listen here, listen, is study right now. Study right now. Look, I'm looking in the camera. I was looking at me. I'm looking in the camera now. Study right now. Sink that into your mind. You know what I'm saying? Sink it in there. Get it in there good. You know? That way you know the information ahead of time. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You already familiar with it. You know? You're familiar. So look, let me tell you something. When you get familiar with it, and then you finally do purchase your course, you know what I'm saying? You finally do purchase it. It ain't even hard no more. But anyway, that's all I got to say. I hope y'all love this video. This is actually my first video on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting the channel over again. I start YouTube every other time. But anyway, that's other information. But if you can, follow me at Elite Bacham on Instagram. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Elite Bacham on Instagram. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. I'm going to put it right there probably. That subscribe button right there. You see where that little stain is on my wall? My headboard right there. Yeah, do that. But anyway, I will see y'all on the next video, man. Bye.